Hello. How is everyone today? We are at a new city here, and I'm very excited to see it and to experience it. As you can see, blurred behind the menu screen, we are on there's a man on a wagon in front of us, and we are on the road to Kuttenberg. So, without further ado, let us continue.
Is it much further?
Zuchtal.
We'll reach Sukdal shortly, if those woodcutters by the forest weren't making it up. They look pretty frightened.
Well, are you surprised? The captain here looks like the one-eyed demon of vengeance. I'd take to my heels myself.
Aye, us Cyclopses are good at frightening women and children. I could do without that gift.
Your eye will get better with time. You're lucky you didn't lose it altogether.
That remains to be seen.
Or...
One second. There we go. Had to fix that. Okay.
not seen.
Anyway, it's not my eye that did it. Sigismund is riding roughshod over the country, so the people are cautious. I can't blame them.
If it was only Sigismund. The devil is just as bad.
I
cannot...
we'd sorted all this out. He's no saint, not by any means. But he is an ally of the king, and my friend.
Who is?
The dry devil.
Lord Hinek of Kunstadt, Burgrave of Znojmo Castle, a great warrior, and at this moment a guest of the Lord of Sukdal.
He's a drunkard, and a dangerous, violent man.
I'll watch him, don't you worry.
Why do they call him the Dry Devil, anyway?
You can ask him yourself when you see him.
I don't know why he's dry, but I know exactly why they call him devil.
Can you give it a rest? I don't need you insulting him before I get a word in.
Great. So I'm to keep my mouth shut, eh?
Where are you going?
Say what you
Lord
like,
Haystack ain't
just
gonna
don't
see
go
ya.
bugging
He's
the
got an
devil.
important visit.
At least for a while. That's all I'm asking.
What is this Sukdal place we're heading to?
The fortress of Lord Pisek, Mint Master to King Wenceslas himself.
My word! And will a man of his stature see us?
We'll find out soon enough. But I hope Dry Devil vouches for us.
And what's your plan after that? We have to save Sir Hans.
Don't worry, we'll get to that, if it's not too late.
Hopefully it won't be. He's a noble, so they'll ransom him.
I don't know. His uncle has a reputation for being a pinch purse. You know him, Henry?
Yeah. Well, I don't know where you heard that from. He was always kind to me.
Oh, but that's all by the by anyway. I intend to wage war, not parley. And if I know Dry Devil, he's of the same mind.
Won't it be dangerous for Sir Hans?
It will, and for us too. But I'm sure Lord Capon is expecting that.
That's
he
fair.
rode to Trotsky as a messenger to von Berghoff.
I'm like dying of hunger, by the way. Just want to let everybody know I'm dying of hunger at the moment.
Long last.
That's a pretty little castle. Some men in the fields.
What's this? The gate's wide open.
It's not good. Means someone else is there.
Watered, fed, saddled, first thing. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Greetings. What's your business here?
The blessing of our Lord Jesus Christ, sir. I expect you're Peter Pisek. I am Jan Žižka of Trocnov. I have an important message for your guest, Hinek of Kunstadt. Actually, for you two.
A message for the Dry Devil?
Well now, Captain Žižka. And young Henry.
Margrave Jobs.
Sir.
I'm afraid your friend Hinek is no longer here. I'd love to know what brought you two together. But also, what the hell happened to you?
Well, sir,
Unfortunately, I'm otherwise occupied at the moment. Get some rest. You're clearly in dire need of it. We'll talk tomorrow. Sir Peter, please, take care of our guests.
Yes, sir.
Let's go!
You should probably stop him from going to Kuttenberg and dying.
He's all we needed.
You must be tired and hungry after your journey. Follow me.
You have a very fine fortress.
I got all my stuff back? That's weird. Why'd they give it back to me? Weird.
My lord.
I'm glad you think so.
You don't?
To be honest, I'd much prefer to go...
My dog's here. What? How did my dog get there?
back to Kuttenberg. Life in a fortress isn't ideal for a man.
Here you go. Take it.
And with your fortune.
That gets worryingly smaller every day, Lord Trostloff.
Hardly surprising if you're putting up the Margrave here.
No, that's more down to his Hungarian cousin. If you get what I mean.
Dry Devil? Oh, Sigismund.
Perfectly, my lord.
Sigismund. You mean Sigismund. Mr. Žižka, you walk slow as balls. Peter Picek. Everyone's like, my dog's just like up here.
You silly doggy.
I have to like go over here and then eat it. That's silly. Might as well get full at least. Christ on a bike. I'm fully nourished.
Eat whatever takes your fancy, my friends. You look like you've had a hard journey.
Ah, the journey wasn't so bad, especially compared to what came before it.
Where are you coming from, anyway?
From Trusky.
That's Sir Otto von Burgo's domain. What were you doing there, pray tell?
We were in a castle cellar, talking to an old acquaintance.
My God, how did that happen?
Simple. I'm in the service of Lord Sokol of Lamberg, same as Dry Devil, and I had a job to do around Trusky, if you get my meaning.
Absolutely. But it wasn't much of a success, was it?
Actually, it was pretty much. We even took a castle.
Well, more like a small stronghold.
And we nearly got von Berghoff too.
And what prevented you from completing that righteous deed?
We had him in our grasp. We routed his company. And then that swine von Aulets got involved.
I know that name. He's the commander of the Prague militia.
Exactly. And they came with him.
But why would the Praguers send forces to Trusky?
But they didn't, sir. They weren't sent to Trusky, but here. They just stopped off to visit von Berghoff because he was in a tight situation, and they took him along with them.
Here? To my fortress? Christ almighty.
Not just here, but everywhere where King Wenceslas still has supporters.
And that's also one of the reasons why we're here. We came to warn you. It seems Sigismund's run out of patience. He's going to break the truce and finish off the rebellion while he still has time. So he's convened all his followers in Kuttenberg with von Berghoff and von Aulets in the lead. It's just a matter of time before the battles begin.
We've got to secure the fortress quickly, stock up on supplies, reinforce the guard and drill the troops. But I'm grateful to you, friends. Wait here. I'll have the best wine I have brought to you. Bring that red from Burgundy right away.
You might want to save some for Jobst.
I'll gladly risk his displeasure for this occasion.
It seems we both have the same opinion of Jobst, eh?
Well, that is, I wouldn't dream of disrespecting the Margrave. Where do you know him from?
I don't really know him as such. We merely know each other due to my original trade.
Yes, I've heard of you. They say you used to be, well...
Yes, a bandit. It's no secret, sir. King Wenceslas even put a price on my head once. And Catherine here, she...
I'm sure that's of no interest to the noble gentleman. And anyway, if anyone knows Jobst well, it's Henry here. You two are quite on friendly terms, aren't you?
Well, we only met once, in fact. When he came to see Lord Hanush in Rattay.
Anyway, we're straying a little from the point. As I said, one of the reasons we came here is to warn you. And the other reason goes by the name of Hinek, the Dry Devil. Where is he?
Well, he was here for a while, at my invitation.
Was? So he's no longer here? Thank Christ.
Where did he go?
I couldn't say. He didn't part quite on the best of terms.
That's quite normal for him. Don't take it to heart, sir.
I had no issue with him. It's more about Margrave Jobst. When he met Hinek, he was somewhat disturbed.
Disturbed? Why?
Well, let's say, after an exchange of opinions, they agreed it would be best if they saw as little of each other as possible. I'm sure if you're interested in the details, the Margrave will explain it to you himself.
I'd be very surprised.
What was Dry Devil doing here, anyway?
Waging war, if you can call it that. He ambushed 3 of Sigismund's supply caravans and a troop of Cumans in these parts alone. It made me a little nervous. If anyone found out he was hiding out here, in the end, it was Jobst himself who sorted it out. He told Hinek he had to stop because he was interfering with his plans.
And what is Jobst doing
Why is
here?
Jobst taking such risks? He almost put himself in Sigismund's reach. What for?
To do what he's been doing all his life. Scheming.
One could put it that way. He's seeking allies amongst the undecided lords, and winning over to our side some of the ones who've sided with Sigismund so far.
He wants to make deals with turncoats?
Alas, that's the way it goes in politics. The majority lean towards the side where they expect the least problems. Just between us, I'm not too pleased myself about Jobst's strategy, and I'm the last one who'd wish for violence.
What do you think about all of this, sir? Sigismund, Wenceslas, Jobst?
What kind of question is that? Do you doubt my loyalty to our king?
No, that's not how I meant it.
Henry here sometimes forgets to weigh his words, sir.
That's all right. To be frank, we all know that King Wenceslas isn't the great man his father Charles was. But that is the way of the world. History is full of kings who didn't know how to wear the crown. The blood running in their veins is more important than what's in their heads. He's not a capable ruler. What of it? In my opinion, kingship is above all a guarantee of divine peace. A sovereign's greatest asset is his legitimacy.
But what if the sovereign is truly bad? If he's mad, say?
I'll put it this way. Nobody lives forever, lad.
Least of all bad kings. Isn't that right, sir?
So, what about us? What do we do now?
The Margrave will certainly want to talk to you, but the earliest he'll be back at the fortress will be tomorrow. I hope until then, you won't refuse my offer of a bed for the night.
Just an offer. So you'd let us leave if we wanted to?
Well, the Margrave did ask me to look after you until he returns, for the sake of security.
Whose security?
Good question. Yours, I expect.
Ah, so be it. I couldn't take another step anyway.
Sir, there's still one more thing we came for. Lord von Bergov is holding my lord, Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, hostage. And we also have to warn Jobst's ally, John of Liechtenstein. Do you know anything about those two?
Sorry, I don't. I didn't even know von Bergau had come here until you told me. And I've heard nothing about Lord Liechtenstein.
Which is actually good news. If he'd been caught and executed, the word would be all over the region. So there's a strong hope he's alive.
Thank you for the warm welcome, Lord Pisek.
It's the least I could do, lad. My fortress is open to all the king's supporters, even if that does make it a bit crammed.
I suppose I ought to get to bed. Where can I sleep, sir?
I had some chambers prepared for all of you. Yours is right here in the palace. Cross that corridor and go up the stairs. You can't miss it. There's a garland above the door. But first, eat your fill, all of you. And maybe you'd like to bathe before going to bed. I told my servant Susanna to prepare baths for you. The baths are in the little house in the courtyard, right next to the well.
Not this again.
What happened at Nebakov after the Praguers took the fortress?
You're asking me?
No, of course. I know you weren't there, but maybe you heard something. You know what goes on, right? I only remember that diabolical shot. Nothing after that.
That must have been really terrible. I heard the shot all the way from Troskowitz. I'm afraid all I know is when they took the fortress, von Aulitz's men hanged everyone they found there. I'm sorry, but most of ours got left behind there.
There was this healer called Clara there.
A girl of yours?
You're lucky I even made it here.
Maybe. She was really kind to me.
Best of luck on your ship.
Oh, my God.
Wait, maybe she managed to save herself? Nobody would hang a young girl like that, would they? Oh, sorry. I shouldn't have said that.
Don't apologize. It's not your fault.
You have to live every day like it's going to be your last. That's all you can do in our trade.
Do you know if Michael, the adjutant, survived?
I'm afraid I do know. Zhishka said the shot killed him on the spot.
Did you know him?
Aye. He was a good man. He saved my life once.
I didn't know that. Do you want to talk about it?
Not now, thanks. Some other time, maybe.
Do you know Kozlik? Clever little fella. Surely he managed to get out alive.
I know him very well, and I reckon you're right. If anyone managed to escape from Nabokov, it was him. At least I hope so.
Do you think Mikesh survived?
What, him? What do you care about a ne'er-do-well like him?
No, whatever he's like. I had some adventures with him.
So did I. And he's the last person I'd shed tears for.
Thank you. That's all.
I'm sorry I can't tell you more.
No, that's all right. Thanks. What do you think of Lord Pisek?
He's a real man, at least. Noble and good-mannered. But I hope his age has weakened his hearing. You should be ashamed of yourself asking about him when he's right next to us.
What do you plan to do now?
What do you think? Have a proper meal and then go and lie down?
That's a good plan. Sleep well.
You too. You're gonna need your strength. We have lots of work ahead of us.
There's no shot I'm trying to bang this chick here. Like, that's just like an obvious bad choice.
Any orders, Captain?
Now, eat and sleep. I'm not sure how long they'll treat us this well, so make the most of it.
How are you?
Much better with hot food in my belly. But a pitcher of wine would be the best remedy.
Don't overdo it, though. Better to lose one eye than drink yourself blind.
Okay. Talk to both of them.
I know we're in Sukdal, and that this fortress belongs to you, but I don't know anything else about it. Or about this area.
It's not exactly a royal castle, as you can see. You'll find dozens of such fortresses around Kuttenberg. As the town grew richer, Many burghers wanted to climb the social ladder to join the nobility. They bought land and built fortresses. Kuttenberg is surrounded by plains, so they've been springing up like mushrooms after the rain.
I mean no discourtesy, but I've never heard of you, sir.
Fret not, I take no offense. I can tell you come from far away. Everyone here in the region knows me. I used to be the mint master, the king's official who oversees the Italian court, where the Prague Russian is minted out of Kuttenberg silver.
That sounds important.
Indeed it is. And that is why Sigismund stripped me of my office as soon as he took control of Kuttenberg.
Makes sense. Thanks, Peter. I'm gonna go downstairs and get a bath, so I don't stink.
What'll it be?
I'll have a look at your wares.
Happy to be of service, sir.
Gepriesen sei der Herr.
I heard Kuttenberg surrendered to Sigismund, and his army is running amok here in the area.
They are. These dreckigen Hurensöhne are
Hurensöhne.
angry, you see? They thought they would rake in the silver from the Kuttenberg mines. But they couldn't have been more wrong. Sigismund kept all the treasure for himself. Why should he pay them out of his own pocket when the local lords are feeding them?
What? I don't understand.
Sigismund's
Dann
taking
pass
on
mal
my
auf.
home.
As soon as the soldiers began looting the villages around the city, the local nobility quickly decided it's better to pay them Lösegeld.
So that Hungarian bastard is getting rich, while the locals feed his army.
Das trifft den Nagel auf den Kopf. And yet, that carrot-top Schweinehund lets the monks in the Zealots monastery fuss over him while he receives legations from the whole kingdom.
Did Sigismund also attack Suchdol?
Oh yes, as soon as he got here. But my men know what to do. Mit der Hilfe
Hilfe
Gottes,
Gottes.
we fended him off and forced him to negotiate. Mein Herr Peter, however, had to pay him a fat Lösegeld to leave us in peace. The villagers in the vicinity fared even worse.
What happened?
They
Burn 'em
raised
all.
Messalus and
Yeah.
a pot of it. There was nothing left but ashes and stones. They haven't been here since then. But who knows what tomorrow may bring? Der Teufel soll Sigismund holen.
He's der Teufel soll Sigismund holen. He doesn't like him. Let's just say that.
How do things work around here? Is there something I should be wary of?
Not really, except for the Sigismund military camp at Opatowitz. And it isn't really all that safe in the raised villages either. These Banditenbanden have settled in there.
Bandit bands.
A bunch of dossers who'll easily cut your throat for a piece of bread. Ah, so God will. These evil times will soon be over.
How do I get to Kuttenberg from here?
Das ist nicht schwer. You just
Not
take the
difficult.
main road to the east, and then you'll see the church towers. Or you can also follow your nose. There's smoke rising from the Kuttenberg smelters day and night. The smell is hell, but it's worth it for the silver. In fact, the silver's why Kuttenberg is the second richest city in the kingdom, right after Prague.
I need to top up my supplies. Where could I find some merchants here?
You'd be better off asking the innkeeper Slivka in the village about these things. He knows everyone from far and wide. And that's no surprise, because he makes such good spirits.
Where did you say Sigismund's army is camped?
Opatowitz?
Unfortunately, they're close. They've occupied the hill above the main road near Kuttenberg, so no one could just come and help the town. When you walk out of the village and look toward Opatovitz, you should see the flags flying above their camp. Pah, that Hungarian camp is like a boil. It's just festering and we just can't get rid of it.
Do you know by chance how to get into that monastery where Sigismund is staying?
Wie bitte? Hast du den Verstand verloren? You can forget about that. You want
Have you
to get
lost your
in
mind?
there.
Is what he's saying.
And listen closely to what I tell you. I don't know what you're planning, but I'll give you some good advice. Leave Sigismund alone. The wheels of justice grind slowly, but surely. You'll see. You'd better be glad you still have your head. Auf Wiedersehen und einen guten Abend für dich.
Du auch.
Lord Pisek said we could have a bath here?
Yes, sir. I prepared the hot water and fragrant oils myself. And I'll wash your clothes as well.
Thank you.
You needn't thank me, sir. And now, if you'll allow me, I'll help you undress.
I'm enjoying a bath. Yay, bath.
Silly doggy.
Very clean. Can't talk to anybody really. Okay, I should just go to sleep, I'd say. Oh, my dog's in here. Ow! I just smacked myself with my mic stand. That one didn't feel good. The Maiden's War. And the women in their warring oft employed deceit and ambuscade. Here under the guise of a lover, one slit the throat of a young man. There another, feigning to be a respectable daughter, her own father in his home did stab. One day, Citarod? Who did in combat slay a great number of Vlasta's she-warriors, set off with a company of his men, and did with their own ears hear a mournful crying, and did see with their own eyes a beautiful girl, chained nearby a rock, a hunter's horn hanging from her neck, who entreated them to show unto her mercy and free her from her bonds. Citarod, having cast aside all caution, dismounted and did draw near to the girl to set her free. The girl gave thanks unto him, and did relate to him that she was called Sharka, that the woman of Devon had pounced upon her and bound her for her unwillingness to wage war against the men, and humiliate her, had hung the horn upon her neck for her to call for help. And before her they set a vessel of mead for the agony to stoke as she died of thirst. He comforted her, and together the mead they did drink, and they conversed, until the entire company was overcome by sleep. And Citarad, emboldened by the mead and the delicate voice of Sharka, the horn did grasp, and blow it with the full force of his lungs. Forthwith a storm did arise, a cry rang out, and from all sides did descend upon them bands of armed women, and having slayed all the men, put Citarad into the restraints from which ere he had freed Sharka. She stood above him laughing. In the morn, for to mock the men, a great wheel was brought out in front of Devon, and its spokes was woven the broken body of Citarad. When the other men had received the news of this happening, young and old from all corners of the land sprang forth to avenge his torturous death. None had ever seen such an army as the one that then laid siege to Devon and soon conquered it. It could be like Divine or something like that, but I'm not going to say it like that because I don't know. Many girls fell upon that day, and many more fled, never to be seen again. Those that survived begged their brothers and fathers for forgiveness, yet spared they were not. When the men had slain the girls' army in its entirety, they then took to destroying Divin until all that remained was dust, and thus was ended the time of strife. What an interesting book. I read better when I sit down, so I should sit down. Actually, I need to see. Do I need to level up anything? No. All right. Oops. Better. All right. Yeah. Okay. Well, I can still read these. Oh God, I can't see that. There was a prince in Bohemia named Vratislav, and his wife was Drahomira. A son was born to them, and they named him Wenceslas. After the untimely death of his father, he was still on the throne, but he was still immature. So his mother administered the country, and his grandmother Ludmila took care of Wenceslas's upbringing. His brother Boleslaw grew up with him, but they did not have much in common. By the grace of God, Wenceslas learned to read and write. He was educated in books and firm in his faith, and he could wield a sword, but he loved peace and his country above all else. He did good for the poor, clothed the naked, and fed the hungry, protected the servants of God, and built many churches. He was an example to his people, and a ruler more pleasing than all. He always negotiated with his enemies in good terms, and they had to bow down before his piety. He glorified God with all his heart, and did so many good deeds that it would be impossible to count them. It is no wonder that the devil sowed hatred in the hearts of many corrupt men and set them against Wenceslas. Like Judas, he stirred them up to rise against their Lord, and they whispered to Boleslaw that his brother wanted his life. Boleslaw, believing those words, out of fear and malice, devised a plan to deprive his brother Wenceslas of the throne and his life. He knew that whenever the dedication to the temple was celebrated somewhere, Wenceslas himself would go to the temple to pray. So he entered the castle of Boleslaw on the Sunday of the feast of the Cosmas and Damian. And when he had heard the mass, he was going back to Prague. But his brother detained him and invited him to dine and drink, which Wenceslas did not refuse. Early in the morning, Wenceslas rose and hurried to the morning service. When he met his brother at the gate of the church, he said to him, "Brother, you served us well yesterday." Then Boleslaw, prompted by the devil, replied, "And now I will serve you even better." And after saying this, he struck Wenceslas on the head with his sword. And the dogs of Boleslaw rushed in, and together with their master they slew Wenceslas, and left his body cut into pieces before the church. Boleslaw then succeeded his brother on the throne. Wenceslas has been canonized and made the patron saint of the entire Czech lands. To him we cry out when things are worst, and to him we pray. Saint Wenceslas, patron of our country, intercede for us. And that's the story of King Wenceslas. Well, Saint Wenceslas in this case. Different guy. What the F?
Here, Mutt!
I want to sleep and save. Be up at 8. Another dream, huh?
So you got your revenge. Father, did it make you feel any better? It did. So what comes next?
It's a great question, Dad.
Mark von Aulitz is next. Then von Berghoff.
And is that what you really want, son? No matter how many people you kill, you can't change what's happened.
He's right, you know.
It's what I want.
Are you sure, Henry?
What's happening? Why are you waking me up? You again?
Yes, the Margrave is calling for you, sir. You and the other gent.
You mean Zizka?
I suppose. I don't know what his name is, but he's waiting down in the courtyard. I'm just on my way to tend to his wounds.
And what about Catherine?
That's the good wife who arrived with you? I don't know. I think I saw her with our captain.
Oh, very well. I'll go now.
Before you go, I brought you something for breakfast. In case you're hungry. Oh, have I been too bold?
No, definitely not. Thank you. Do you need anything else?
No, sir.
So, why are you standing here?
You haven't dismissed me, sir.
I'm not a nobleman. You don't have to stand on ceremony with me.
I do, since you're a guest of the Margrave, sir.
God be with you.
May I leave?
That is... yes, of course.
Thank you, sir.
Well, that wasn't awkward at all. What is happening with my dog? He's like somehow inside of this building, even though he shouldn't be. Well, put some freaking clothes on, dude. Quite loud.
Christ, pardon me.
You just walk downstairs very slowly, is all.
You see, meine Dame, we aren't idle here. My man trained like that every day.
Admirable.
Why would he come here?
There we go. Better.
Lord Peter used to be the king's mint master. And everyone knows he's on Wenceslas's side.
Yes, but...
But I'm sure you're not afraid of him.
Right. Let the ginger fox come. Our walls will hold back his army.
Or most of them, at least.
Was?
I'm just a simple village woman. But the wall above the gate is crumbling like stale bread.
What?
And the towers. The local villagers have them stuffed with hay.
But, good wife, you don't know what you're talking about. There was a lot of rain, and the storm destroyed the hay sheds.
As I say, I'm just a simple village woman. But still.
I do what I can.
And I wouldn't dare say otherwise, sir. Lo, the Worth Henry of Skalitz. I'm just holding a discussion with the captain here about his desolate fortress.
That's not how I'd put it. In the end, as my großvater said, the strength of a castle is measured by its garrison, and mine is one of the best in the region. What do you say, lad? Am I right?
I mean, the garrison's impressive.
I have to admit, the soldiers here look pretty fearsome. I wouldn't want to come up against them in battle.
I get the feeling you'd run instead of facing them, though. Eh?
Leave him be, meine Dame. Nobody with any sense would take on my men.
I mean...
Now look here, I was just being polite. I'd happily take on your men.
Ach ja?
Do you fancy yourself a knight?
Come, Junge. We'll stuff your clothes with straw, so you don't come to any harm, and let you have a go against one of ours. Pulcock, come here! The first to bleed loses.
Okay.
Yeah!
I win. I won. Nice fight, buddy. That was easy.
Excellent, Henry.
Ah, it was nothing.
Gut gemacht. You have my admiration. You really are good with the sword. I hope my idiots learned a thing or two from you.
You should receive some kind of reward for that feat.
And what rewards would you have in mind?
I was rearranging our saddlebags, and I remembered I took a small memento from Trotsky.
Oh. What is it?
A hunting crossbow. I even think it's von Berghoff's. I was meaning to sell it, but it might serve you better.
My word. Thank you. I better go and find Zizka. The Margrave is expecting us.
I saw Zizka next to the stables. There was some girl hanging around him.
Do you want to come with us to see Jobst?
Not really. I'll go and pack my things instead. I have a feeling we'll have to leave soon.
Why?
A woman's intuition.
Okay. Now, is this better than this? It definitely is. That's an insane crossbow, honestly. All right.
And this scar. It's strange, crooked, like a letter from a fancy book.
This. I fell off the battlements at Laxenburg Castle.
Lord above! From the walls!
How are things, Captain?
What do you think? I've seen better days. And you, youngster?
Yeah, not so great. I'm feeling pretty battered.
Just wait until you've been through as much as I have.
Nah, don't say that. You still have your strength. A real man of iron.
A damned rusty one, I'd say. But enough chat. I see Jobst has returned to the fortress.
That's why I'm here. They're expecting us. I wanted to take Catherine along too, but she said she'd rather get the horses ready.
She's doing the right thing, and you better run ahead and greet the Margrave. I'll join you shortly.
Are you expecting trouble?
I always expect trouble. Jobst has turned coats more times than I can count. And the way things are these days, I'd rather have horses standing by, even on a visit to my parents.
What about that dry devil of yours? Did you find out where he went?
No, nobody asked him where he was going, but it seems they're hoping it's as far away as possible. I'm not surprised. If I know him, he wasn't the ideal guest.
At least Jobst might know where he is.
He might. To be honest, that's the only reason for talking to him.
Interesting.
Should I really go and see Jobst on my own? He's the Margrave, though.
So what? You already know him better than I do. You met him in Rattay. I only know what I've heard about him.
All right, but he sent for us both. How's it gonna look?
A bit odd, I suppose. But you must understand, I'm doing this for our benefit. The less time I spend with a Margrave in
Really
one
doesn't.
room,
There's
the
something he
better.
hasn't told us.
All right, then. I'll be going, then.
All right. Wanker. Stable master. Horses. Crack cocaine. Is it outside or is it? No, it's in the it's in the castle itself. Okay. Zukdo. Oh gosh, huge portion of the map here. Is he inside right here? Is he up? It's up, right? Why do you look drunk, homie?
Henry. Where's Captain Zizka?
He got held up.
I received a report that von Bergov's banner is flying in the camp of my dear cousin Sigismund, so I assume the negotiations at Trotsky didn't go too smoothly.
No, sir. I don't have good news for you, I'm afraid.
Well, good or bad, I'm sure you have plenty to report. So what happened with von Bergov at Trotsky?
Long story there.
Bergov had no interest in our message. By the time we finally arrived at Trotsky, he'd already long since made a deal with Sigismund. But of course, he didn't tell Sir Hans and me anything. And on top of that, he used us to do his dirty work. Everything went to hell in the end, and we ended up in a dungeon. Or at least I did. They took Lord Capon away. In fact, that's why we're here. We were following von Bergov's trail.
So I've heard. But I'd be interested to know the details. It's been some time since our meeting in Rattay, and now you appear here by the side of a quite unexpected guest.
An unexpected guest?
Yes, of course, I've heard of Zizka before, and of his unconventional ways of supporting our king. But I don't know where you know him from.
We met outside Trotsky, in rather complicated circumstances. We crossed swords. I can only thank God we didn't kill each other.
And who was giving Zizka orders? Do you know?
I'm about to Google this because I like Zizka. I'm Googling this. I'm interested. Doesn't seem like it really matters. I mean, I don't know. I mean,
I think it's some Jan Sokol of Lamberg.
That would make sense. He was always quite pig-headed.
I probably missed this.
Enough about Zizka. I also heard something about a pillory and poaching. What the hell did you and Sir Hans get up to?
Things went wrong right from the beginning. We were ambushed, and we lost the letter. Lord Capon and I were lucky to get out of it alive. But no one at Trotsky believed that we were messengers.
Von Berghoff refused to aid a nobleman in need. That seems pretty low for a man of his stature.
Well, to be honest, Lord Capon didn't really look much like a nobleman. We were ambushed while bathing in a pond, and then we fled through the woods. So we really looked like a pair of beggars.
Ah, that must have been a peculiar feeling for Lord Capon.
You can't even imagine it, Your Grace.
I certainly cannot, in truth. In any case, are you sure there's nothing else you want to tell me?
Well, you should probably know that Istvan Toth was working for von Berghoff.
Who's he?
One of Sigismund's cronies. He was causing havoc around Rattay.
Ah, yes. Hanush and Radzig mentioned some such person. They even foolishly let him go.
They had to. They gave him their word.
Yes. Well, it's actually quite heartening that some people still have such naive ideas about the world.
Well, no one let him go this time. He's dead.
Very good. From what I've heard, he was a bandit and a cutthroat. There should be no dealings with his ilk. And do you want to tell me anything else? Besides about Toth?
That's all that happened, sir.
Truly. My court messenger and bearer of tidings, both good and bad, John of Liechtenstein, has mysteriously gone silent. So every piece of information I get now is precious. By the way, you said you were in von Berghoff's dungeon. And I can imagine how they treated you there. Tell me, did you reveal anything?
Well, although it wasn't me who told him, von Berghoff did get certain information.
What information?
About Liechtenstein. That he's in Kuttenberg. And what he's doing there. I'm really sorry, sir, but... well, they tortured us.
That is truly unfortunate. But you've nothing to be ashamed of. I think it's too much to expect anyone to hold their tongue under torture.
But Lord Liechtenstein... what if they killed him because of us?
John went straight into the lion's den. He knew the risks. Thank you for the news. You're free to go if you want. But I would be glad if you stayed at the fortress. As soon as it's possible, you can join a legation heading for Rattay. I'm sure you already want to go home.
Sir, that's a generous offer, and I appreciate it. But it's not what I want.
If you wish to stay and help here, I'll be glad, of course. I need someone to escort my envoys, and you've proven yourself more than capable.
It's Lord Capon, Your Grace. I came to find out where he is, and rescue him.
A noble thought. But you mustn't worry about Lord Capon. I'm sure von Berghoff has him trapped in a gilded cage.
But I made a promise, sir.
I understand, but honestly, Lord Capon is now safer than you or I. The most sensible course now is to wait for the ransom demand.
Margrave.
Ah, Captain Zizka. Henry and I were just discussing Lord Capon.
Yeah, the Margrave thinks he's in no danger, and we should wait for a ransom demand.
As one does.
I wanted to talk to you about something else. I suppose you're wondering why your friend Hinnek, also known as the Dried Devil, isn't here?
Oh, there's plenty of gossip going on around the fortress. You and Pisek refused to grant him asylum.
Asylum is for those in distress, Captain. Hinnek came to burn and pillage. I have quite different plans.
And what might those be, Margrave? Sitting and talking while King Wenceslas rots in a dungeon. What would I expect? Not so long ago, you were conspiring with Sigismund against Prokop, your own brother!
It would be futile trying to explain to you the intricacies of the Luxembourg's dynastic politics. Let me just explain that that was what was called for in the situation. But I assure you that I am now acting in the best interests of this country and of King Wenceslas.
You're acting first and foremost in your own interests. Everyone knows that.
Strong words coming from a man who earns his bread by killing merchants on the road. No offense intended. I applaud your art. The pen is mightier than the sword, but there are times when it's vice versa. Enter!
All ready to leave now, sir?
Good. It's high time. I expect the captain was about to leave anyway. Are you not?
With pleasure.
And you, Henry?
Me? Well, sir, I made a promise.
I understand. I won't attempt to keep you here by force. But bear in mind, I have concluded a very fragile truce with Sigismund, which gives us time to get ready. And if anyone should disrupt my plans with headstrong acts of violence, there will be consequences. Grave consequences. I consider this matter closed. Farewell and good luck.
I get the feeling Yopes didn't make a great impression on you. Are we leaving?
Yeah. And Henry's going with us.
Wait, you'll help me find Capon?
Sure. But we'll need people for that. And information. Catherine, I've got a job for you.
Yes?
Go to Kuttenberg. Find out what happened to Liechtenstein. If anyone knows what's going on in this godforsaken country, it'll be him. In the meantime, we'll go and find Dry Devil and his band.
Good luck. I'd go all the way to Rome to spy if it kept me away from the devil.
Let's go!
We're on a knife's edge here, boys. All right. Should I hit cutscene here? Saved. All right. Stopping right there. Bio break, and I'll be right back for another 30-ish minutes. Alrighty. Let us see what we have in front of us. Okay.
Stay close. The devil doesn't know you, but he should recognize me.
Oops.
Unless he's too drunk.
What is your plan, anyway? Go from village to village, hamlet to hamlet, until we find him?
That won't be necessary. We just have to visit places where you can get booze.
So all the taverns and dens in the region?
If it comes to that.
I'm up for that.
Don't get your hopes up. We'll have a beer, listen to the local rumor mill, and if we don't find anything, we'll pay up and move on.
Where do we start?
I have heard of a place that's a favored meeting spot of bandits, poachers, and all kinds of scum. If I was looking for the devil, or at least someone who knows something about him, that's where I'd go.
Sounds like a good place to start. And if we find the devil, what then?
If we're really to step on Sigismund's toes, we need capable men. And the devil's capable. of anything, really.
I'm not sure what the three of us can achieve.
Inek's not alone. He has the devil's pack.
Who?
That's what his band is called. They're exactly the sort of men we need.
And what do you have in mind when you say step on Sigismund's toes? What about Liechtenstein and Capon?
The same thing we did to von Berghoff. But don't worry. It's gonna take a lot of time before we're ready. In the meantime, hopefully Catherine will find out where young Liechtenstein is hiding. If his spy network really lives up to the legend, he'll surely know where they're keeping young Capon.
I just hope Sir Hans is all right.
Why wouldn't he be? He's the Lord of Perkstein. He's of no use to them dead.
If I don't bring him back to Hanush alive, I might as well hang myself. Anyway, how much farther is it?
Still a long way to go. Shall we speed up?
The road's quiet. The surroundings are pretty. Why rush? At least we won't be so conspicuous.
If you say so.
It is beautiful. This is more like we're going up a hill, so it's not as beautiful yet, but it will be beautiful. And I get to unlock a bunch of the terrain, which I think is good.
Shouldn't we speed up? We won't get there before dark like this.
What's the matter? Don't you want to enjoy the scenery?
Right. Why hurry? There's plenty of time.
It is beautiful, though. Rolling hills. Nice sunny day. A few odd clouds. Lots of open land compared to the last one. We're almost there. So it's probably this town in front of us. That would be my guess. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before, I'll be wrong again, but be my guess. Medium-sized city or medium-sized town here. Let's say medium-sized town. Miskovich. New code of entry. 1309. Vanik Pishek. Spring of St. Adalbert. See, that is really the reason that the place is existing, I would say. Okay, and then okay. All right.
Hey! Do you want that horse? Come closer. Don't be shy. Quality goods here.
Oh, never run straight through. Okay. Well, at least I went through Miskovich. Unlocking fast travel locations are good. Herr Zizka. Burning up the countryside. Extra horsemanship. Honestly, like, riding a horse through a countryside would be dope. I would love this. There's a lot less things I'd rather do. There are many things that I would rather not do that I actually have to do. I love how robotic the auto follow system is. It still works, and I'm not complaining. When you're following someone, it's just very... The pathing, you can tell there's very specific pathing. This looks Horschen. Looks a little beat up. That building looks burnt down. They're rebuilding stuff there, looks like. Laundry basket. Now we're just going through the cut down forest here. How far are we gone? Oh, is it not? Okay, it did. It cut me through here to there to there. Why didn't we go up this way? 2 quest tipsters. Okay. There's gonna be a lot of stuff I can do around here. Awesome, I plan on doing that. I'm gonna do all the quests, daddy. Quest me up. Give me a quest bar. Love quest bars. They're delicious. I think we're near our destination soon. I would assume this is it.
Dismount! We're here. I hope our journey doesn't prove to be in vain. Keep your hand on your hilt, Henry. Around here, you never know what might happen.
Oh geez, I'm super nourished now. Great. I want to be overnourished. It hurts my stamina.
I warned you had it coming, you drunk.
Hang on. I didn't see it. Does feel better when I've had a drink. It's a gift from God.
Either you pay us back our coin, or you can leave your head with us.
You wouldn't get a crossing for an alternative, mine.
You're right about that.
I'd have a use for that turnip. But I can only pay for it with iron.
Shiska?
You turn on your heel and get going, if you value your life. You might have noticed there's more of us than you.
That can be fixed.
Go to hell!
I'm getting sick of waiting! Do I have to pull you out of trouble again? I see you're still a drunkard.
It's good to see you too, Shishka. What happened to...
That doesn't matter now.
Huh? Who's that? Where's your old band?
You're looking at all that's left of it.
I see we have a lot to talk about.
That we do. Anyway, this is Henry.
I'm Henry.
Henry, this is Kubienka.
Hi, Kubienka.
Hiya, lad. And thanks for the help. You're handy with a sword.
Thanks.
Not that I couldn't handle them myself.
He would be one of the best archers north of the Alps. If he wasn't drunk or with one arm in the stocks
All
all
of the maids
time.
just sweeping up the dead bodies.
Shouldn't we leave before someone notices the corpses?
Easy, lad. This was the devil's den. If we behave ourselves, the innkeeper will just charge us a cleaning fee, and that will be that.
There will be plenty of time to get acquainted with the local customs. We're looking for the devil. Where is he?
Well, when I said we have a lot to talk about,
Now is
is
the time.
This is the innkeeper, Dreadlight.
Gentlemen, I won't have this. You're murdering my guests and making a mess.
They started it.
They've been drinking on credit for half a day. Who's going to pay for this now?
If you search their pockets and sell their weapons, that should cover it. And I have a feeling Kubienka here owed them some dice winnings.
I didn't cheat.
Pay him.
All right, then. What did I do to deserve you? Here you go.
Ah, I see you are a nobleman and a generous one at that. You didn't have to, but thank you. I'm much obliged. You don't need to worry about anything. We'll clear away the corpses, pour some sand on the blood, and no one will know what happened here.
That's nice of you. But leave us alone now.
Nobody will be looking for them anyway. Only the catchpoles would be interested in them. You might even get a reward.
Did you hear Lord Shishka?
Yes, I did. Of course. I'm leaving. Just call if you need anything.
Can he be trusted? He looks like he'd be happy to rat us out the first chance he gets.
Dreadlight? I don't think so. They'd arrest him as well as if he went to snitch on us. If you keep paying him, he'll serve you.
If you say so. So, what's up with the devil? I need to talk to him.
That won't be easy. He got locked up.
What? They captured the devil, and you're just saying it like it's nothing.
Yep.
Who captured him?
How should I know? Some armed bastards.
Shit, Kubienka, you must know who came after you and why.
Well, he botched his job in Kuttenberg. It was supposed to be a breeze, but the fuckers outnumbered us 3-1. Before we could react, they knocked the devil down and pounded on him like a deaf man on a door. Ada and I tried to help him, but we just couldn't.
Fuck.
It pisses me off that we had to leave him there. But we would have been captured.
Do you know where they're keeping him?
Why? The town guard took him. So he's probably in the town jail?
Fuck. There's no way we're getting him out of there.
My words. Otherwise, we would have gotten him away from those fuckers a long time ago. Not even a mouse can get in there. We can't pull off something like that.
How long has it been since he was captured?
I've been sitting here drinking ever since it happened. So, maybe a week, maybe even a month. More like a month.
A month? They haven't hanged him yet.
That's the thing. The devil's famous. Lots of people want him dead. But they won't give him the news or the axe. They want to send his soul to the Lord in a much worse way. The devil is a proper bastard, but not even he deserves that.
What are they planning to do with him?
The devil's got a fat price on his head. He's the most feared robber baron in Bohemia. There are several empty tents in Sigismund's camp, thanks to him. They really want to relish his death. They'll take him to their camp outside of town for that.
Who told you that?
When someone owes you a dice wager, They'll spill him what they don't know. They say the people of Kuttenberg can't wait to see him gone.
If they're gonna move him, that could be our chance. We'll wait for them and free the devil.
He will be watched by a dozen armed guards. We're only 3, so unless you have 10 men up your sleeve...
I thought the devil would have at least 10 men. But other than that, it makes sense. I don't think we'll have another shot.
I was going to hire some muscle for help here, but I got thirsty. You know the rest.
More like I know you. But maybe we'll find someone around here. Everybody will listen if we mention coin. Can you think of anything else that might come in handy?
Well, how about some hand cannons?
Have you got some?
Well, not on me. But maybe there are some in our old camp. It isn't far.
Maybe?
Maybe. Surely. If I can remember where we hit them. And as luck would have it, they're not far from the road they used to transport the devil.
Well, what place is that?
This guy's like belongs in Dumb
narrow
and Dumber.
gully with a nice curve that backs for something nasty to happen in it. West of here, you can't miss it.
Looks like there's still some sense left in your noggin despite the booze.
And what about me?
You'll go with Kubianka to get the hand cannons he may be... surely hid somewhere.
Maybe surely.
Great. At least I won't have to carry them myself.
Don't dilly-dally.
He's got a
and when
dope
you
voice.
have them, meet me at the ambush spot. Keep an eye on him. And don't let him talk your ear off.
I don't think I'm really gonna have much of a choice with that now, will I?
Here, Mutt.
Come on, lad. Mount up. We have to hurry.
My horse is...
How did you meet Shishka anyway?
We tried to capture him, but he ambushed and captured us instead.
That sounds like Shishka. But that is how friendships for life are made.
With one of them in jail, while the other mocks them through the bars.
Actually, that's how I met my wife.
You have a wife? Where is she now?
Dead.
Where could she be? Maybe rotting in the jail. I left her there on our wedding night.
Well, if that's what you say.
Oh, come on, Henry. You must have some fun, even if you are about to act. Do not frown. It does not suit you.
I'm not frowning. I just didn't think it was funny.
Oh, Lord, another bore. You get along with Shishka famously, don't you?
I'll gladly laugh if you said something funny.
Looks like I might have to carve a smile onto your face. Maybe a graceful and mysterious one. Like the Virgin Mary's. What do you say? I'll put my heart into it.
Give it a try.
Ha! Really? Sounds like a challenge.
You nearly got killed just now, yet you're stirring shit again.
Oh, well, I cannot help myself.
We can tell.
Life's to be lived. And the body's to go to the grave properly fucked up. So I take it easy. As they say in Latin, cop demon.
So you're a mercenary, cutthroat,
You mean to say
swindler,
carpe diem?
drunk,
But, you know, I get it.
and on top of that, a philosopher.
I'm a man of many... You know what.
A man of many debts and drinks.
Oh, come on. You do not even know me. We will get to know each other once we have a drink together. Speaking of which... Would you have a drop on you?
No.
Fuck. I never ride out without some supplies. I don't know if I can stand it.
A few more stupid jokes and I'll plug your gob. But it won't be with booze.
You are very lucky to be with Shishka, that you saved me.
Starting to regret it.
That's why I like you. We will have so much fun together. I feel it in my bones.
He's a
But we better
crackhead.
pick up our pace. I need to piss.
It's the mischievous the Joker music too. He's like the court jester. Wait. have motion blur off at least.
On my boots or trip over. Almost done.
What an interesting man.
Oh, not done yet.
Jesus Christ.
Good. Smell the wedge from miles away, but he can't take 3 steps in the woods without getting lost. Some people are just made that way. Nothing you can do about it. I mean, if Anna could find the camp, you'll have no problem finding it yourself. Oh, and the hand cannons. They're buried somewhere near the camp. Just a few steps. That much I remember. Maybe by the stream, or right in it. No, that's not it. Oh, we were drunk, but we're not that stupid. Although, maybe Janos and Edda are. One time, they decided to rob some merchant because we were running out of food and drink. They found one and decided to follow him until he arrived at a suitable place. They followed him almost all the way to Sigismund's camp. So throwing guns in the water actually sounds like them.
What are we going to do now?
Well, welcome to our camp. It's not much, but we called it home.
This mess?
Hey, you don't see me insulting your home.
So where are the cannons?
We hit something down below last time. By the stream, near the boulders, by the uprooted tree. And something is buried a little ways over there.
Don't you remember where you put them?
Well, I have a rough idea. A hazy memory. A hunch.
Oh, Jesus Christ. So? Where are they?
One of those places. Let's look at all of them. They are here somewhere.
We're gonna dig through half the forest?
Nonsense. I'll walk around, get my bearings. You'll see. Anyway, we need a shovel. There used to be one by Janos' tent.
Which one is that?
The one made of leaves. He was so proud of it until he woke up covered in caterpillars.
Come on then. We don't have much time.
Don't I already have a shovel? I have a shovel.
No time to wander around. We've got work to do.
Be quick. It is already taking us longer than we wanted. as drunk as fiddlers when we buried them. But this place seems really familiar. Before that, we had to bury old Lodiel, and we had to fortify ourselves.
I was a fool to think this would be easy.
Sure, I was wrong.
So you're digging the next one?
Hurry the fuck up.
Listen, lad.
Just tell me you didn't throw those hand cannons in the water.
Of course not. Look at that basket over there.
What about it?
The cannons are not there, but there is something better. Booze. Be a lovely lad and fetch it.
We're moving. No stalling.
You have as much fun as watching grass grow.
And you're an alcoholic, but what's the point? We're trying to do this so that this dude doesn't get freaking murked. Though he does seem to be a jerk, but you know. Isn't everybody a jerk in this game? To some degree.
Right. So this is the grave of poor Lodiel. I was sure we buried him elsewhere.
Ugh. What stench.
Why? He did not smell much better when he was alive. Oh, well. God grant him eternal life and some soap.
What about us?
If Lodiel is here, then I reckon I know where the hand cannons are.
See something? Alright, let's go. Thanks, Matt. You helped me more than that.
This is it.
Don't tell me you've lost your way.
Oh, please. Me? Never. I found it.
Don't you want to dig the last hole yourself?
I'll tell you something, Henry. There are two kinds. See? I told you I knew exactly where to find them.
God, why are you punishing me?
Don't cry. We have more important things to do.
Will you take the cannons?
I won't be lugging them around.
Right. Are we going to see Zizka?
Let's go. Or do you want to go alone?
I'd rather go with you. Just in case.
Mount up then. We've wasted enough time as it is.
Now it smells like death.
Parking and boozing and boozing.
I think I've heard that one before.
Parking and boozing and fucking. Bring on the barrels and roll.
To hell with the hand cannons. Don't you want to get on the road and sing to the convoy? They'd bleed out of their ears and we'd be done.
That doesn't rhyme much.
I like that one. That was a good one. Good line by me.
Waters of harlots and drags from the wine kegs. Fuck all the rest today. I'm with my comrades. Fuck all to eat today. Still we'll be merry. Drink your booze, then we'll make hats roll like berries. Waters of harlots and and drags from the wine kegs. Fuck all the rest today, I'm with my comrades. Fuck all to eat today, still we'll be merry. Bring your booze, then we'll make hats roll like berries. Women, my friend, is a venomous creep.
We have the hand cannons.
How did it go? Any trouble?
The next time you want to send me looking for something with Kubienka, just kill me. It'll save me a lot of suffering.
Did we find those cannon? We did. So stop whining.
When you spend more time with Kubienka, you'll realize he's not doing it on purpose. He's just a prick.
Hey! Hey!
What's the plan?
We wait. We'll position ourselves on the flanks, and when they
that's
pass,
some good writing.
We'll attack.
Why are the wagons standing there? I was hoping we would block the road with a tree or something.
Look what I managed to find. A true march of the maimed. If they had to cut down a tree, they'd chop off their own limbs. We at least took a wheel off. It looks less suspicious, and the convoy will have to stop anyway.
Oi, fuck, but...
But what?
I would put it a little further back, so they will not see it until they are right next to it.
Ah, look who's thinking. And what then?
Then we rise with the hand cannons and blast the bastards to smithereens, from above.
What a load of rubbish.
What rubbish? It is like a battlement, but on a wagon. You get it, right? Haha.
Shut up. We'll do it my way.
Well, make up your minds. It's hard to say how much time we have.
So, Kubienka, take half of the men and go over there. The rest will stand on the other side.
Where will I go?
You'll stay here, with me.
And then what?
We'll wait for them to arrive. And then...
Are we there yet? You know how many fucking times have I told you? Are you deaf? Pay no attention. Halt! What the fuck?
Damn. There's more of them than I was expecting. I can't back out now. Let's blast at them and seize the advantage.
Oi! You two! Get that wreck off the road.
Not to worry, Honorable Sir. We're working on it. To the task!
They hit nothing. That's hilarious.
Matilda!
Fucking hell!
He killed a horse.
My leg, damn it!
He shot him.
You idiots!
Yeah, that was just a warning shot. Surrender, or the next one will go straight through your guts.
I love it, dude. Oh, comedy.
So next time, will you hit the mark?
I'd rather settle it without bloodshed.
That's easy. Surrender, and none of you will be harmed. Until you hang alongside the devil, that is.
The only one surrendering will be you.
Oh, really? Rupert, bring that bastard to me. And you, arrest the others. If they resist, just kill them.
Halt! Not another step, or...
Oh, what? Are you gonna shoot at this sky again?
We are here by the order of the Lords of Lipa. Release Sir Hinnek, and you won't be harmed.
What's the dry devil to the Lords of Labour? They have no people around here. No authority.
They have all the authority they need.
And what about you? The way you look, you could pass for a chamber pot scrubber of the Lords of Labour.
Kurva.
Ha! You can't blame. Have at that.
Alright, well, we'll just kill you then. I'm not worried about you.
What's it to be?
Or drop dead.
Show what you're made of.
Outnumbered, you shit! You haven't a chance!
What the?
Ah, fuck. I'm the only one here? What the fuck, man? All my guys died? What the shit?
Sick!
I'm the only one left. What the fuck, man?
Show what you're made of!
Christ! Shit! Come on then! Hey! Get him!
Show your stuff!
Dude, what the fuck? Why am I fighting all these people?
You want to try me?
Dude, what the shit, bro?
Yeah! Do it! Who's next, eh?
Dude, why did no one help me fight? What the fuck? Why am I fighting 15 guys? Is everyone in my team just useless? What? What is that?
Fuck you, Horson.
Nice! Ha! Can't do that, can you? You'll pay for that. Oh, rip your ass open. Fucking Horsons. I'm gonna shoot you. Go, leave him alone. Come on, let's see what you're made of.
Why are you gonna fucking help me, Zizka, you fucking
Throw your
retard?
stuff.
Oh, bleed now. That one hit them. You won't get away with that, bastard. Yeah, smash his face in. I'm all yours.
They all lost. What is the point of this?
I'll sort you out nicely.
Do it.
I'll be your bloody boat, fucker. Fuck, I can't. You can't get away from me.
I'm gonna shoot you.
Fuck it, I'll just run. You guys all lost. I'm out.
They need me in the fight.
No, they don't. They're all dead. There you go. Game over. They didn't help me at all. What is this fight? How are we supposed to win this? When we take 1 on 10?
I'll show you.
Yeah.
Here, one.
Kill me. Back him on the head. Hey, mother! You bastard! He knows how to sword. I'll shoot your head off.
Just
you
kill
want
me.
to try me?
I supposed to win this fight? Oh, like, legitimately. I would love to know. How am I supposed to win? I'll probably lose this fight 15 times before I win. I missed. Like, straight on.
Show what you'll make.
Slow it again.
Hey, that one's had it. Get on then. Have this for your effort.
Too slow.
Show what you made.
I'll kill you for that!
Show your stuff.
Get ready to leave this life.
What the fuck? I fucking shot! Dude!
Get on then.
What? Don't dare bleed to death before I cut you!
What is the point of this fight? All of these men just die immediately. This is the most useless fight of all time.
Go to hell. He knows how to sword fight. To me. Yeah, good. I still can't quite do that. But you're the ever fought.
Now, come on, man!
I'll hack your ass off.
I'll shit you an extra asshole. Fuck, I can't see him. You let him on nicely.
That. I'll rip your ass open!
There's just no point.
It's a wonder you're still
Everyone died.
standing!
Just kill me. This is the most useless fight of all time. Do I have hand grenades I could throw at people? Like, yeah, I kill like 6 dudes, doesn't matter. I gotta kill the knight with all the shit on, but I mean, there's really no point. I'll try one more time, then I'll just quit. So I gotta go. I mean, it's a hard fight. I get it, but I don't know what. I'm not really doing anything wrong. I'm just getting... It's a 10v1 at the end. I don't have a chance in a 10v1. Doesn't matter how good of a fighter you are. Did my game freeze? I'm gonna froze it.
I'll kill you. They're going to fuck us! Die! Let him have it! You're near enough for us. Come on, man! Something!
You can't get away from me!
You're right!
Bleeding, are you?
We'll kick your ass! That one's hiding! Next!
Ich hab I'll crush you to pieces!
I'll beat you to a...
Get up, Baron! You
Take that fucker out, damn it!
What?
Your guts are coming out! Good! But he's still standing! And the best is yet to come!
Dude, that was so stupid. Like, unbelievably dumb. I didn't enjoy that at all.
We're done here. We've got to get the devil out of here somehow. So put the wheel back on and get the horse. If you're bleeding, patch yourself up quickly. We need to get out of here soon. If you're not bleeding, clear the bodies off the road. Hide them somewhere, but be quick about it, all right? Come here, Henry. We don't have all day.
Yeah, fuck you, bud. I don't give a shit. I'm stealing all this good stuff. Or it took me like a freaking hour to kill these guys. Fucking ridiculous ass shit. Okay. Oh, I need that. Okay. All right, we're gonna save and quit. I will do more next time. Thanks for coming out. That was a stupid fight that I only won because I sprinted in between like 3 dudes and basically got stabbed a bunch to block the way for other people. Anyways, we won, kind of. So now we gotta get this loser out of here. So, anyways,